First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set, blue 60, 59, watch the whip.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't
to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The open man is Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
A gain of 15.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Stay 50.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he finds Danny Amendola. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
You got nothing. Hey, exit. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Cousins on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On second down, Cousins again. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Hey, let's go. 51, Mike 51.
To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. C.J. Ham there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Monday. Hey, Red.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third down.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. 32. Check 26. Check 26. Monday. Protein spill. Hey. High 7.
Stafford on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Stafford. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 22, Stafford underneath for Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. Hey, Alpha. Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got gun.
Throwing, Cousins. And Diggs has it. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st down, Vikings.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Cousins, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Cousins again. The open man is Westbrook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7.
Crutch. Quaker Omaha. Wide, wide. Check. 40's hey, orbit.
Again, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephen Weatherly coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, seam six.
On third down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Cousins from the gun on third. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, foxtrot. 56. Stop your.
Fourth down, Cousins. The open man is Smith. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
65.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jim.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56. Hey, Steamer. Smooth.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. I got to say, when they started to run that football, I was thinking, what are you doing? It's 4th and 10, but then I saw the play develop, thought, they're going to get this. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford caught by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, Stafford and Amendola with a catch. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Buzz. 40's the mic. Let's pick it up.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.